The search has been suspended for a woman buried under thousands of pounds of dirt at a San Francisco beach. The fire department got the call about a cliff collapse at Fort Funston at 2:40. By 3:11, crews on the scene evacuated one woman from the beach while a frantic search began for a second. At 4:06, digging was halted while a search dog scoured the scene. And then digging resumed at 4:23 and stopped around 5:20. 6 p.m., San Francisco fire officially shifted that search to a recovery effort. We have team coverage for you tonight, beginning with KPIX 5's Betty Yu, who has new information on the victim. Betty?
Well, we're learning, Veronica, that she is a young woman in her 20s. San Francisco tonight, San Francisco fire, that is, called this a freak accident. A woman who was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. U.S. Park Police say they will be out here at the scene guarding it all night. For hours after sunset, we spotted plenty of activity among emergency crews. The victim, a woman in her 20s, buried and trapped under tons of dirt after a cliff collapse.
We have the ocean that's coming in on high tide. We have the sand that's very dense, it's cracking. There's a lot of concerns in the dark, even with our high-powered lights, that this becomes a hazard to our firefighters, and the likelihood that this individual has a chance of survival after 3 hours under this is very unlikely, unfortunately.
San Francisco Fire said witnesses tell them two women and a dog were walking at the base of the cliff when it gave way. One woman was pulled out from the landslide by bystanders and is okay. Firefighters spent the afternoon and evening feverishly digging on their hands and knees and with shovels and other equipment searching for signs of life.
K9 teams were indicated on the northern end of this slide, and we really isolated to multiple spots where we were searching for this individual, and we were not able to locate the victim.
The case now falls under the U.S. Park Police.
We've climbed just about all of the cliffs around here. It's ridiculous. I feel foolish without thinking about the dangers.
Again, they have not been able to locate this woman's body. San Francisco Fire says it will be back out here tomorrow morning to assist U.S. Park Police. In San Francisco, Betty Yu, KPIX 5.
For a look at what the cliffside looked like before this slide, here's our chief meteorologist, Paul Deanna. Paul?
Well, Ken, basically a before and after snapshot here. On the left-hand side, a screenshot from Google Satellite. That's on the left. That's before this afternoon's slide. Now today's video on the right. Let's take it full. You can see how much the coast has changed. You kind of lose perspective here. That's 200 feet high, that cliff. And what's happened this winter with the stormy winter, the surf has undercut the cliff, making it more unstable. The rain on top has made the soil heavier. We've actually outlined the area that's slid today, and unfortunately the people involved in this were right at the bottom of the cliff, and all of that earth came right down. It's good to remember that coastlines in California especially, they're temporary. What you see today may not be there years from now, because things are always evolving at the coastline, and sometimes that evolution involves a slide.